Our story of the day has brought us to Oda Akronfonso, where little Comfort needed help with a prosthetic leg 2 years ago. Our specialist conversation is going to be on women health. To be precise, pregnancy-related issues and the emergencies that can emerge. On our Mythbuster segment, we'll find out if every woman bleeds on her first sexual encounter. This is Vodafone Healthline Spin-Off Edition.
Today, ebony day *700#.
BOY boy. Taxi. Ama is going home. Further together.
You can be part of a greater data world of endless possibilities on Vodafone. With the best value and amazing data offers and services in Ghana, you can now dream bigger, explore wider, go further, get more for less with Vodafone data.
We can do anything we put our mind to.
Vodafone. Further together.
Bleeding on first sexual encounter has long been thought as the proof of virginity and has formed the basis of many traditions. Let's see how we busted this myth.
So you're hitting the girl.
Okay.
If you see this amount of blood dripping on the floor, you're hitting the girl.
Oh.
Indeed, we may see some bleeding. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
When you see it, it may be some.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it may just be on the shaft of the penis.
Oh,
yes, it's just on the shaft of the penis. So if you happen to clean the penis, then you may see that there's some blood on it.
okay.
Sometimes you may see it on the sheet like people expect.
Mm.
Sometimes you won't see anything. So you don't have to bleed for you to be a confirmed virgin.
Oh, but I mean, I think the point I want to make is that you can't use the evidence of bleeding post-coitus to say that this person is a virgin or not.
Post-coitus. This is a professor. You see, I'm not wearing my white coat today, so the professor has herself has taken a position.
Yes. No,
post-coitus.
On your day, it's true. Because you see, the vagina is structured in a way. God made it such that when a person has not had a sexual intercourse before, there's a thin membrane.
Tear rubber. brand new tear rubber.
Wait. Okay, tear rubber. Don't say car be an tear rubber.
There be when your home use. Brand new. From home. Tear rubber.
Tear rubber be what a thick. You be so see a thin.
Oh.
Sister so say thin membrane. Tear rubber.
And the concept in our
concept. Thank you for saving me on this one. Good one. It's a
concept. No, but anyway, there's that thin membrane there that God put there with a small hole in between or within it.
Yeah.
And usually during the first sexual encounter, this membrane is torn, is opened up. Okay, and that might cause a little bit of bleeding. I'd like to emphasize on what Kay said earlier. It's not really like moja betuni pana yesenya. There's a little bit of blood stain, maybe a little bit on the sheets, but usually on the shaft, like he said, and that's it.
Hey, there's tears of joy. That one too is there. Now that you've mentioned
I
tears
said, we are not talking about
you know, sometimes too, if you do a very, very, very good job, You see the tears of joy in Jesus' name. Amen.
I mean, came in, I saw
You.
The human race is maintained through reproduction. This is a process that women have to go through. Pregnancy comes with its own problems. We'll have a specialist, gynecologist, obstetrician, talk to us about some emergencies that may occur during pregnancy.
Pregnant women face a lot of challenges, and sometimes the men say, "Washada, she's just being lazy." Oh, I want an elephant. But they all know that there's a human being cooking in that womb. But to help us understand this and more, we have Dr. Amagani. She is from Ridge Hospital, or what we should be calling it, Greater Accra Regional Hospital. Dr. Gani, welcome.
Thank you, Frema.
Hi, why I feel?
With us.
Me who know mistake, I'm really sending your bow, but I'm honest. But enough about beauty, and let's talk about the beautiful thing growing in women.
Okay, so let me talk about the two most common in Ghana, the two commonest causes of maternal mortality in Ghana. So those two are hemorrhage, or commonly known as bleeding, or semoyetu.
Okay.
Yes, and then the second is hypertensive disorders of pregnancy.
Okay.
What the layman will say BP, or BP Akosua. Yes. So those two are the number two killers.
Okay, you say BP is manageable.
Yes.
But obifa yefumonya BP maniwu.
Because when a pregnant woman's BP starts going up, sometimes it just doesn't stay as just chronic hypertension or what we call gestational hypertension. You can develop what we call preeclampsia or eclampsia. So preeclampsia actually affects or targets every organ in the woman's body. So it's a multi-organ problem. So that's why it's very dangerous. And once it starts, the only way to actually stop the process is to deliver the woman of the baby. Yes, when it gets very severe, to save the woman's life, we have to get the baby out.
No, because pre-eclampsia and eclampsia. The same thing, and also be a senior, be a junior.
Senior womb. Eclampsia no senior. So when we are talking about eclampsia, we're talking about a woman who has preeclampsia, which is hypertension in pregnancy, affecting almost every organ system in her body, associated with protein in the urine.
Okay.
Yes, that's preeclampsia. Then eclampsia is when the woman has preeclampsia and then has a fit or a seizure.
Or pupu, and a
exactly.
It's not all
now 1 in 9.
Hey,
yes.
Neninu
really. Wait, me I can touch your macra. Yes.
But I don't know yet, Sabio ayi. Oh, back epilepsy.
Any epilepsy.
Epilepsy in the soda. But it's missy.
Yes, exactly.
Nanu nebe kuno.
Very good. It can kill her. Because at this point, it means that the process, as I mentioned, affects every organ. It means it has affected the brain. Yes. So you have what we call cerebral edema. And that's a brain. No.
Thank
you. So, my dear, no pa.
Oh, my somebody. Bo, how unjin do so be or the jail gun one pachena. Hey, maybe that question. Sa protein ya okay. Just I say what Johnson moon. Any BP no. Me de me who say me Johnson na me Johnson was sabio. Me baby a jana ina na bibisa. Protein woman I no hospital pa na be hu ana say. Be me hu no matimi hu science no.
Okay.
So that me to stop it sad and ginseng.
Okay. In Tiana, it's important that once our fire you have to go for antenatal care.
Okay.
Because a lot of the time preeclampsia is silent till it actually gets out of hand. Yes. Because when you be a BP cholesterol now benya symptoms.
Okay.
We are lucky in a cholesterol pa. You can have symptoms like with T-pie, and I say we need to brew, and I say we need to be tune, and I say obuso shisho.
Okay.
So most of the time preeclampsia is silent unless it has started affecting organs. So symptoms here mabubo T-pie, and I say we need to it means that it has affected some organs. I started saying very good.
When you be an obenya sanyomano, and quantinatal, and chessa. Now, some can say more just me too. oba no swikun and you say moja dey free body I dey here wa hwe ya san na asa but say na o kan no moja no kakra bi na say bi o that say obi o kasa me fa ye fun a menya me period san nam de awo nso hwe me ba no nti me de me nyin sense a na tie enu bi na pa cha na say special one bi wo
special one wo you mu two types but if you know antepartum hemorrhage no you are bleeding from 28 weeks of pregnancy till before you deliver. So in this time period, u bleed and if you know APH and antepartum hemorrhage. And then the commonest causes by quite friend abruptio placentae. And ebe why and son a baby naba out.
Ebra tamon so ye
yes. Going to labor. Exactly. Nti moja be two awudia no more. Yes. And sometimes it will be revealed. So this is very dangerous because one, baby no betimi ewu in term. And if we don't deliver you early or stop the process, once one share yeah.
But one and one see do. But
and then the other one is what we call placenta previa. When no instead of being in the body or upper part of the uterus, or lower part, into a lady akolano.
Placenta then.
Placenta previa.
Yes, yeah, dear. Placenta previa. I know about
low. Our lower part of the uterus.
I know small bleeding.
I know a bit me mamoje to one rushing into hospital in Tama.
A ban sign as annual way see. What may be a DM something? Can you do something to prevent this?
It will be difficult. A lot of the time, some women don't have risk factors. Be anywhere a cause.
Now risk factors near the
risk factors here and are predisposing factors. And we are near a wall will increase likelihood of having a certain condition.
Okay.
But to say abruptio placenta, the risk factor about your preeclampsia.
This is linked up.
Yes.
I see.
Yes. Inti no ebetimi aka say okay, who were preeclampsia, one risk factor is abruptio placenta. Inti uba hospital, you be counsel, you be catch yourself once you start having these symptoms. Is a moja started to and I say yes, spotting and I say why started real danger. Yes, all of these are risk factors. So that is antepartum hemorrhage. Then we have postpartum hemorrhage.
While we
very good. Postpartum. From the time you deliver till 6 weeks after delivery. If you bleed within this period, you're going to postpartum hemorrhage.
I see, so we'll be bleeding.
But postpartum hemorrhage, there's a definition.
Okay.
So if you deliver vaginally and you lose more than 500 ml of blood. So nurses, doctors, you estimating.
In two coffee, and the better who say what bleeding more than 500 mils.
Into postpartum hemorrhage, two.
Okay.
We have the primary and the secondary. Primary, usually they see a hospital because the definition is it should happen within 24 hours after delivery. Okay. In THR, they are bano and I am background. Moja bit too.
Okay.
Yes. So you bleed so much that your life is compromised. Okay. And I say who deliver vaginally, you bleed more than 500 ml. So you go for a cesarean section and you bleed more than 1,000 ml. Okay. That's primary postpartum hemorrhage. Yeah, or secondary, I don't know after 24 hours, what coffee, or before the 6 weeks are up. Moja, bleed, and yet normal discharge now be nyana did moja kakra fan.
Okay.
But you're actually seeing blood, it's a period. That is abnormal.
Okay.
And you're secondary postpartum hemorrhage. You need to go to the hospital.
Doc. But you're different for both on my taha and man upon. Meaning said, born more who we are on the one bleed you. One bleed it to anything but now it's as if she's not happy to have the baby. Yeah. Even though it's life. And the whole and you're not or man so we about to say there's no joy with it. Is it normal? And I said, Beman and who in the hikaka.
There be to a certain extent is normal. Your friend will be postpartum blues. Over 50% of women will have it. It starts within the first 2 to 3 days but by 2 weeks postpartum, as I said, and I say, baby, and I say you're having mood swings. They doing you want to be in that. And this is perfectly normal. It's perfectly normal. Okay, all you need is support because labor and delivery, pregnancy, all of it is it's challenging. Yes, the men will not understand. They may only empathize, but yes, still they go through. They may not understand. It's challenging, and then your body has changed.
Yeah, that's a fun. Hey, you see on your mouth. One thing where the beer, the immediate, then I'm seeing a risk factor. But apart from that, mommy and Fanny saying Diago, let us not play with pregnancy. Let us not underestimate the potential of a growing life in another human being to cause serious changes, both physically and mentally, and how some of them can even lead to death. So our men, you know you are with us. Men, no men, caterpillar men. That's how I call you guys. We'll be right back.
To data ebony day *700#.
BOY boy. Taxi. Ama is going home. Further together.
Afedie, also bet me your Quenya Stronko, ye nije ye power Vodafone so. Ye the data bundles are any seso Ghana have bro. Ye more diaso, ye ni da so yin nabe. Enti bakanya ho, nya data mo ni je power bebre.
We can do anything we put our mind to.
Vodafone, further together.
The ability to mobilize on our two legs ensures human mobility and independence. Inability to do this, or do this like everyone else does it, has a way of bringing some stigma to those who suffer these conditions. We are here in Comfort's hometown. Let's recap her story.
When I saw her, I thought Comfort was just an extremely short kid, but then I didn't know she had a deformity.
From me Ofusia, me free Akronfonso, me senior at the PAM, me Oda Comfort. Me nyam balcony, na me go hospital, I bring you a bribia. The mom I want to drink the Akosua Comfort. I'm the operation, I'm with you, me ban. I should be a me ban a cotoya, and I should be a modem so me cotoya. Ente drum la amode me bane bremen me hwe me bane nan na baako wasen baako
mentuma anya ni je me wira hoye na mi sunsa na bi se nyame adan mo nananum bi wo ho adan na wenku ade ne nan baako waken baako na mi di ayro bebre na mi sere nyame mpa ye se obeka ye ho na yetumi aye ne nan nenso ku adwuma ye ni sika sem ye din enti ni entumi enye sika emfansa na yare
alho ka me papa tie mami botoi.
I realized Comfort was having difficulties using both legs, and I realized one leg was longer, or what the other one was normal and the other was a bit short.
Enti na pa ya me buase rade ni se menye sika de kwani akọ na makọ ya ne nan no operation ama no anya ne nan agina so no so na ni age. I watched
Vodafone Healthline last year, and I realized that they can help people. So I contacted them, and then I asked them if they could help my girl. And they asked me to do some things, that is, go to the hospital, take an x-ray, and then report back to them. And they'll get to me if they could help my girl.
enti mpaebɔ na mebɔ na mama ni gye nso ada ne mayoroho.
When I was called that Vodafone was willing and ready to help my girl, imagine my surprise. I was in a vehicle, but then I didn't care where I was. I just screamed because I was filled with joy that finally Comfort will not be a laughing stock. She'll feel confident to come to school, and I was so happy Vodafone was going to help.
Say, near me walk at the Vodafone for say, Yakupon Slow, no one uncome home, no one shall no one yet ban in 9 months. Maybe people are pay ya did not say the thing upon her.
Let's take a walk down the street to Comfort's family home.
Connect saying, I mean, what? I didn't usu. Mincheche. Usu.
Today's story has brought us to Akronfonso in the eastern region to visit Comfort 2 years after her prosthesis was first fixed.
Dog Pachakwab.
Yenya, now a poem to say.
Pacha, Yamia do now say.
Madam Biaboko, never anybody. Yabesha say, you can hear prosthesis man, you hear Sisiano, and Yamamu to say.
But Yamia to be a fine.
Sisiano Cusco.
Pacha.
Almost soon, no majai.
Pacha.
Ye fears so say, Wuswana. At the saying, or Kwana, who's a first Usman, I said, I'm going to me.
They said, yeah, Usman, maybe I'll be to me.
Yeah, you who are dear be day, share and say, ye share shoe no man at the saying, and in near na ending.
Pacha, and last 2 years, never the phone for a better man. Ye only con Ninam Beninja and Papuano, and my son to cut two Vodafone for any bill. I'm an answer, my son Baba for Frama.
Yes, you send a walker, say, send a winning so nature say, when you saw near Vodafone for an assembly and pan up so catch a Vodafone, and or more or muti ye nina.
Pachania may catch a Vodafone for say, Yamishra or one near my Baba Yamame ban. No one can in that so baby. Yamishra when you be beer.
By you say, na Conesha, I'm a one, I chimney only be more.
Kwane, Pacham Flanaba. Blah.
So, there we have it. 2 years ago, beautiful Comfort couldn't ambulate by herself without being stared at by everyone else in the community. Now, she's able to be fairly independent, going to school independently and being helpful at home, running errands when her mother needs her, thanks to Vodafone. It's been an exciting trip here. The change in scenery, the environment, indeed refreshing. Before I leave, I'd like to talk about 2 things. Birth defects sometimes are unavoidable. When they occur, let's make sure we don't stigmatize those who suffer these. It leads to a lot of psychological effects. For our pregnant women, make sure you visit the antenatal clinic regularly so that problems that may arise during the pregnancy may be identified and nipped. Till we meet again next week, stay safe and healthy. This is Vodafone Healthline Spin-Off Edition.